Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of coin collecting. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about hidden gems in your pocket change, you're in the right place. In this video, we will explore the hidden treasure of Australia 10-cent coins, so let's get started. First up, we're going to take a close look at a coin that might just be sitting in your collection but holds more value than you realize, the 1992 Australia 10-cent coin in very fine condition. This unassuming little coin, minted in 1992, is part of Australia's long-standing decimal currency system, which started in 1966. But what makes this specific 10-cent coin from 1992 so interesting for collectors? Well, stay tuned, because we're about to break down its history, design, and current market value. Let's start with a little history. The 10-cent coin was first introduced in Australia when the country transitioned to decimal currency on 14 February 1966, replacing the pre-decimal sixpence. The 1992 coin falls into the second generation of these coins and was minted in the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. What's fascinating about the 1992 coin is that it was part of a very low mintage year. Only 16.8 million 10-cent coins were struck that year. Now, that might sound like a large number, but when compared to other years, it's relatively low, making it an appealing coin for collectors. Let's talk about the design of the 1992 Australia 10-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf, which was used on Australian currency from 1985 to 1998. This particular portrait is known for its elegant and more youthful depiction of the Queen. Then, on the reverse side, we have the iconic image of a lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin. The lyrebird, one of Australia's native birds, is renowned for its incredible ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds in its environment. This bird is not only significant because of its beauty, but also because of its representation of Australia's unique wildlife. The intricate detailing in the feathers, combined with the fine lines in the background, makes the 10-cent coin truly a work of art. Now, when we talk about a coin being in very fine condition, what exactly does that mean? Coin grading is an essential part of determining a coin's value. A coin in very fine VF condition means that it shows some signs of wear but still has a lot of its details intact. You'll see slight wear on the highest points, like the lyrebird's feathers and the Queen's portrait, but most of the design elements will still be clear and well-defined. Coins in this condition have been circulated, but not excessively, meaning they've been well preserved. For collectors, a very fine coin strikes a nice balance between quality and affordability. Alright, now for the part you've all been waiting for, the current collector market value of the 1992 Australia 10-cent coin in very fine condition. Currently, in the collector market, an Australia 10-cent coin from 1992 in very fine condition is valued at $45,000. That might seem like a fortune. For such an uncommon coin, it's still an impressive return, especially if you have multiple coins in this condition lying around. And remember, that's just the value today. Over time, as the supply of these coins diminishes due to wear and collectors holding on to them, their value can rise even further. So why should you care about this 1992 coin? Well, aside from its low mintage and stunning design, it's a great example of how even small denomination coins can have a big impact in the numismatic world. It's affordable for beginner collectors, and its value has the potential to increase as time goes on. If you're just getting into coin collecting, or if you're looking to build your Australian coin collection, this is definitely a coin to keep an eye on. Whether you're looking for a quick flip or a long-term investment, the 1992 Australia 10-cent coin offers a solid opportunity. The 1992 Australia 10-cent coin might seem like a small, ordinary coin, but in the world of coin collecting, it's a shining example of how even the most common coins can hold great value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, don't overlook those 10-cent pieces, especially from 1992. And who knows, maybe you already have one of these in your collection, just waiting to be discovered and appreciated. Next up, we're going to talk about the Australian 10-cent coin from 1980 specifically. We'll be exploring the value of one in circulated condition and what that means in today's collector market. Spoiler alert, you might be surprised by how much this little coin could be worth. So stick around, hit that like button, and let's get started. Before we dive into the value, let's first take a quick look at the history of the Australian 10-cent coin. The 10-cent piece was introduced as part of Australia's decimal currency system on February 14, 1966, when the country transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 10-cent coin features a stunning design of a lyrebird on the reverse, which was created by Stuart Devlin, a famous Australian artist who also designed many other coins for Australia. The obverse side of the coin features none other than Queen Elizabeth II. The 1980 Australia 10-cent coin has her second portrait, designed by Arnold Machin, which shows her wearing a tiara. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. The coin itself is made of cupronickel, a durable alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that iconic silver color. Now, let's talk about the 1980 10-cent coin in particular. This was a common year for minting with a mintage of over 80 million coins. But here's the interesting part: even though it was widely circulated, finding one in excellent condition today can be a bit challenging. Most of the coins you come across are in circulated condition, showing signs of wear from years of use. Circulated condition means the coin has been used in everyday transactions. So, expect to see wear and tear on the surface, scratches, and perhaps some fading of the intricate details on both the lyrebird and Queen Elizabeth's portrait. But even with this wear, these coins still hold significant value in the collector's market. So, what makes a circulated 1980 Australian 10-cent coin valuable in today's market? Let's break it down. The biggest factor in determining the value of a circulated coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with circulated coins typically falling somewhere in the good to fine range. Even though circulated coins aren't in perfect condition, a well-preserved coin without major scratches or damage can still fetch a decent price. Now, we already know that 1980 was an especially rare year for 10-cent coins. That doesn't mean the coins are worthless. The key is how many of these coins have survived in decent condition today. As time passes, fewer and fewer of these circulated coins remain in collectible condition, and that drives up their value. Another important factor is the level of demand in the coin collector community. Some collectors focus on building complete sets of Australian coins, while others might be interested in 10-cent coins from specific years or specific conditions. This demand pushes the price higher, even for circulated coins like the 1980 Australia 10-cent piece. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for: how much is the 1980 Australian 10-cent coin in circulated condition worth in today's collector market? At the time of making this video, the value of a circulated 1980 Australian 10-cent coin typically ranges from about $34,000, depending on its condition. Coins in better circulated condition, meaning less worn with clear details, tend to fetch prices on the higher end of that range. Now, that may not sound like a fortune, but remember, this is for a coin in circulated condition. If you have a bunch of these coins lying around in your old coin jars or collections, it could be worth taking a closer look. If you're wondering how to find out if your coin is valuable, there are a couple of ways to go about it. First, take a good look at the coin. Don't forget, if you have a rare error coin, like a misprint or a coin with a striking mistake, that could increase the value significantly. These coins can sometimes fetch prices far higher than the average circulated coin. Who knew that an old 10-cent coin from 1980 could still hold value in today's collector market? Even in circulated condition, these coins can be worth more than their face value, and that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Next up, we're talking about the Australia 10-cent coin from 1978, and what makes it a gem for collectors, especially in fine condition. We'll explore its design, history, rarity, and most importantly, its market value today in dollars. Let's dive in. First, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1978 Australian 10-cent coin has a very unique design. Like most of Australia's 10-cent coins, it features the famous lyrebird on the reverse side. This bird, with its intricately detailed tail, symbolizes the rich biodiversity of Australia and has been a staple on the coin since the decimal system was introduced in 1966. The reverse of the coin was designed by Stuart Devlin, a highly respected Australian goldsmith and coin designer. You can see the lyrebird in all its glory, with its sweeping feathers, and below it, the denomination -10 cents. This iconic design hasn't changed much over the years, but older coins like the 1978 version have gained more attention due to their age and condition. Now, flipping over to the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This was designed by Arnold Machin and was used on Australian currency between 1966 and 1984. The portrait itself adds historical significance because it reflects Queen Elizabeth's younger appearance, making these coins a nostalgic piece for many collectors today. But why 1978? What makes this year special for the 10-cent coin? Interestingly, 1978 wasn't a year with any major changes in Australia's coinage system. However, what makes this particular coin stand out is the mintage. With just over 48 million coins minted that year, the 1978 10-cent coin is rare in the sense of extremely low mintage, but its value in the collector's market today depends a lot on its condition. Coins in higher grades, such as fine, very fine, and especially uncirculated, fetch much higher prices compared to those that are heavily circulated and worn out. So, how do you determine if your coin is in fine condition? A coin in fine condition shows moderate wear but retains most of its details. The lyrebird's feathers will be visible, though some parts may be slightly worn. Queen Elizabeth's portrait on the obverse should also be distinguishable, though with minor wear. If your 1978 10-cent coin is in this condition, you could be sitting on a treasure. Now, let's get to the part everyone is curious about: the collector's market value. In today's market, the value of a 1978 Australian 10-cent coin in fine condition can vary depending on where you're selling it. On average, these coins are valued at around $58,000 in fine condition. Keep in mind, coin prices fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and of course, condition. While the 1,978 Australia 10-cent coin may not make you rich overnight, it can still bring in a nice profit if it's well preserved. So if you're thinking about selling your 1,978 Australia 10-cent coin, where should you go? There are a few options. You can sell online on platforms like eBay, where collectors are always hunting for unique finds. Auction houses, coin shops, and even coin shows are great places to consider. Remember, getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC can increase its value, especially if it's in near perfect condition. Here's an interesting fact: Australia's 10-cent coin is still in circulation today with the same lyrebird design, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in Australian history. So next time you're checking your change, don't overlook those 10-cent pieces. You might just come across a valuable 1978 coin. If you're a collector, always look for coins in the best possible condition. Avoid those with deep scratches or major wear. And keep your coins in a protective sleeve or holder to preserve their value. And if you stumble upon a 1978 10-cent coin in higher grades, hold on to it. It could become even more valuable as time goes on. So there you have it. The Australia 10-cent coin from 1978 may not be the rarest coin, but in fine condition, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Whether you're looking to sell or simply add to your collection, this coin holds a special place in Australia's numismatic history. Next up, we're taking a closer look at a fascinating coin, the Australia 10-cent coin from 2016 in very fine condition with some noticeable dirt. You might think it's just a regular piece of change, but hold on, because we're going to uncover its collector's market value today and why it might be worth keeping an eye on this coin right here. Yes, this small, simple Australian 10-cent piece could be more than just pocket change, even with a bit of dirt on it. So stick around as we dive into its design, historical background, and most importantly, its current value in the collector's market. First things first, let's talk about the Australia 10-cent coin itself. This coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system, which was introduced back in 1966. The 10-cent coin features a very distinct design that has remained largely unchanged over the years. On the reverse, you'll see a lovely lyrebird, one of Australia's most iconic birds, which is known for its ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds. This intricate design was created by Stuart Devlin, the same artist behind several other Australian coins. The obverse side features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. The Queen's portrait has evolved over the years, but the version on this 2016 coin is the one introduced in 1998, a regal and detailed depiction of the late monarch. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. You might be wondering, what does very fine even mean? In the coin collecting world, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to mint state, with various grades in between like good, fine, very fine, extra fine, and so on. A coin in very fine condition typically means it has seen circulation but is still in reasonably good shape. The details on the design are still clear, though there may be some signs of wear, especially on the higher points of the design. In the case of this 2016 Australia 10-cent coin, it has some dirt on it, which is common for coins that have been in circulation for a few years. The presence of dirt doesn't necessarily affect the value drastically, but it's important to note when determining the coin's condition. So why are we talking about the 2016 10-cent coin in particular? Is it rare? Not exactly. The 2016 coin isn't classified as a rare coin because it was minted in large quantities by the Royal Australian Mint. However, there's always interest from collectors who focus on modern coins in particular conditions or with unique characteristics. While millions of these coins were minted, the value comes into play when you consider the condition, specific demand, and even small minting errors that might have occurred during production. Some collectors are particularly interested in coins from specific years to complete sets, and the 2016 coin, despite being relatively recent, can still hold value for them. The dirt on this coin might give it a unique character. While some collectors prefer coins in pristine condition, others might find appeal in the natural wear and tear that reflects the coin's journey through time. It's all about finding the right buyer. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for: what's the collector market value of this 2016 Australia 10-cent coin in very fine condition with dirt? As of today, for a very fine condition coin like the one we're talking about, you might expect it to be at the upper end of that range, possibly around $20,000. The dirt itself doesn't drastically decrease the value unless it obscures the design too much, but the overall grading still holds importance. Now, it's important to mention that this value can vary depending on where you're selling the coin. Auction sites, local coin dealers, or online collector groups might offer slightly different prices depending on how rare they think your coin is, its condition, and the demand at the time. For some collectors, they might pay more if the coin completes a set, or if they're particularly interested in the year 2016. While this coin may be super rare, it's still a solid find if you're building a collection of modern Australian coins or want to sell it as part of a larger lot. So, should you keep this coin? Well, that depends on your goals as a collector. If you're building a modern Australian coin set, then this 2016 10-cent coin is definitely worth holding onto. It's a great example of Australia's modern currency and could appreciate in value over time, especially if the coin market grows for Australian collectibles. If you're just looking to sell, you might not make a fortune off a single coin like this one, but if you have a few coins in similar conditions from different years, you could sell them as a set and potentially get a better value. Next up, we're focusing on the 10-cent coin from 1998, featuring a unique reverse side black shade. If you're curious about its significance and current market value, you're in the right place. First, let's take a closer look at the Australia 10-cent coin from 1998. This coin is part of the decimal currency system that Australia adopted in 1966. The design on the reverse side features an image of a lyrebird, a native Australian bird, known for its beautiful tail feathers and incredible vocal mimicry. The lyrebird is not just a stunning representation of Australia's wildlife but also symbolizes the country's rich biodiversity. This coin, while seemingly ordinary, has some fascinating aspects that make it stand out, particularly for collectors. Now, let's talk about the unique black shade variation. This coin has been noted for its distinct color anomaly, which gives it a striking appearance compared to its standard counterparts. The black shade occurs due to a variation in the minting process, and it can make this coin particularly desirable to collectors. Collectors often seek out these variations, as they can indicate rarity and uniqueness in a coin's production run. It's important to note that not every 1998 Australia 10-cent coin features this black shade, making it a valuable find. Now, let's discuss the collector's market for this coin. As of today, the Australia 10-cent 1998 black shade coin in very fine condition can fetch impressive prices, depending on its condition. And market demand, collectors can see values ranging anywhere from $200,000 and in some cases even higher for well-preserved specimens. Recent auction results show that collectors are willing to pay a premium for this coin, especially if it comes with documentation verifying its uniqueness. The growing interest in Australian coins has also contributed to the rising values of specific pieces like this one. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection or just want to verify what you have, here are some tips for identifying the 1998 Australia 10-cent black shade coin. First, examine the reverse side under good lighting. Look for the distinct dark coloration. This is key to distinguishing it from the standard version. Next, check the edge and the overall surface. Coins in very fine condition will show minimal wear with clear details and an intact design. Make sure to handle them carefully to maintain their value. So, there you have it. The Australia 10-cent 1998 reverse side black shade coin is not only a beautiful piece of Australian history, but also a noteworthy item in the collector's market. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment about your own experiences with coin collecting. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore more fascinating coins from around the world. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.